When I remember yesterday, we've been doing one case about one nurse. Sorry, I don't know why they call her doctor now. One auxiliary nurse will open hospital, and one of the patients go receive treatment for her clinic. So the treatments go bad to the extent she can't lose some of her fingers. We get update from Madam Joyce Ojo from the Reforms Coordination and Service Improvement Department of the FCT. When I remember, say we called Dr. Mrs. Jume Amodu on this matter, and immediately she sent some of her staff to come and pick the complainant and the respondent. So we go hear from the woman, that's now Madam Joyce Ojo. Make we get updates from her. Kemi, I be con dial her number. See the number. Dr. Mrs. Jume Amodu don't send me her number. Make we dial her number. Make we get response from her. And we carry this matter come on air just to caution people about opening an institution that you don't have license to operate. Even doctors, it gets the training where they pass through before they go give them license, say make them even operate, make them get hospital. Now this one na just auxiliary nurse she be. So till she begin to operate hospital, put people inside. And the nurse, okay. Hello, good morning, Ngima. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, ma. Good morning.
Thank you. My name na Mariam Umbaka. I dey call you from Human Rights Radio and Television on the program Brekete Family, and you dey live with me, ma.
Okay, ma. Good morning, ma. Good morning, Brekete Family.
Good morning. Thank you. Ma, I called you in respect to the case we submitted to you yesterday about an auxiliary nurse and a patient who lost her fingers due to an improper treatment, allegedly, that was given to her, ma. So we want to get updates on top the matter.
Okay, ma.
Thank
Good
you.
morning, ma. Good morning, Brekete Family. My name is Joyce Ojo from the... You have less than 1 minute.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. Make we call am back. Yes. Sorry, please. The number? All right. Okay. Sorry, I don't know say credit don't finish for that phone. So we go call am back. Okay? Okay, you want call am? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, please quickly dial her number. So they talk about people where they, even doctors, where we say them pass through the normal school and the institution before they give them license to even operate. You get one training where they order go before. Okay, is this speaker? Okay, under. All right, good morning, ma.
Good morning, ma.
Thank you. Sorry, that's our other line. The credit finish. Sorry, I don't know. I for recharge am on time. I'm sorry, ma.
Okay, ma.
Please go ahead. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes, very clear, ma.
Okay.
My name is Joyce Ojo from Reform Coordination and Service Improvement Department. So on arrival, we took them to the Health and Human Service Secretariat because they have a department called Medical and Diagnostics. And under that department, they have PEMC. And the full meaning of PEMC is Private Health Establishment Registration and Monitoring Committee. So we took them to the secretariat. So, and the PEMC, they are in charge of registered hospital in Abuja to make sure that they comply to the laid down rules and regulations. As suspected, the accused facility was not registered. So while the meeting was ongoing, a team was dispatched to the location of the hospital she gave us. And as we are talking to you, the hospital was filled yesterday, and the members of the team were asked to make video of the hospital and pictures recording of the facility. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Also, the committee asked a team member to go to Wuse General Hospital to go and get medical reports of the patient, which we are expecting. And the next line of action now is to find out if the nurse is a registered nurse under the Nursing Registration Council, if she is a member. And if she is a member, her complaint, we will forward her complaint to her, and they will be the one to discipline her.
Okay. Thank you very much.
At the end of the meeting, we asked both parties to see if they can exploit the possibility of reconciliation, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. May we appreciate Madam Joyce Ojo and also Dr. Mrs. Jume Amadu. May we appreciate her too for the swift action where she don't carry. All right. Thank you very much, ma, for this information where you don't give us this morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, may we appreciate her again. Yes, Consultant I.
Auntie Mariam, yes, I don't know whether you and other people will follow this case the day where it first come on they watch. Because the day where that woman they talk here, the first impression where it create, it be like say we they wicked and unforgiven for us to bring her on air. I don't know whether on a hear she talk and when she was asked questions about her registration, about the clinic, and about her qualification, she said it was registered. She said that behind us. But part of the things now we have benefited is that assuming the FCT reforms coordination and service improvement team did not make this move, some people will still be patronizing that place. That hospital will still, or clinic will still be open. And nobody knows what will happen. And I believe with this one also that they have done, it will send signals to other people who are running similar clinics here and there, particularly in the suburb, because many of them there. At least we don't see them say lies don't they enter.
Exactly.
So it not be even saying a proper place, but they made mistake. But a place where no they registered. And you will be say you the sick or you want treatment, I beg you, make you open your eyes. Go to proper hospital. Go to proper clinic. Now your health and your life you they play with. Some of them, when problem happen, they know they feel recover them. They know they fit recover.
Like this one now, way happen now, permanent disability now. Hand no they grow. Her fingers no go grow back. This one a permanent disability. And we hear say even feeder day for studio. Because you remember when the complainant been they talk, she even give us information, say feeder they involved on this matter. So make we hear from feeder, make we hear their own side of the story. Yes. Good morning,
everyone.
Good morning, ma. Sit down.
Okay, my name is Choma Okoye.
Yes, ma'am.
Choma Okoye Chukuma. Okay. I'm the program officer of FIDA Abuja branch. Okay. And with me is Amara Chukwu, the assistant program officer of the branch. So we are very much aware and involved in the case of Chiamaka. She had come to the office on the 28th. Okay, so basically, we are not...
Talk to the mic.
Okay, thank you very much. So basically, we are not here to throw blames or counter allegations. Okay. While we feel very pained and sorry for what happened to Chiamaka, and we are still willing to assist in any way that we can, we are here to set the record straight.
Okay.
The day we saw the video clip, I watched it, I was actually surprised. Because her matter is close to heart. We are not bitter, we are not angry, but we are really shocked. And I would like to go into details of our involvement with her and what happened.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, so she approached FIDA on the 28th of March, 2023. She came with a call that she gave us a version of what happened to her. My colleague was the person that attended to her. I wasn't around. And seeing that it was a matter of urgency, we invited both parties, as is our practice. Once someone lodges a complaint at the office, we call the other party to hear from them. We believe in fair hearing. So when we invited the Mrs. Lovina Dinde, she came to the office with her family, her husband, her child, and a lawyer. And when she came, after she stated her own version of events, Mrs. Lovina went on to tell her story. And we could see there was no remorse. She only tried to absolve herself from the situation. Now we recorded this conversation with her because she wasn't ready to admit to what she had done. And so we took in details of the drugs that were administered. I made a call to, when I saw the hand, because I didn't see her the first day, I sent pictures to the desk officer of the SGBVRT team, that's Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Response Team, and asked her if there was a way they could close down, if they had collaboration with FCT Health Management Board to close down that hospital immediately. She reached out to someone else, sent the picture, and they said, I think it's best you commence treatment. This is an infection. And if it's not properly taken care of, it could spread to other parts of her body. So what we did immediately was to inform her of the options she had. In FIDA, we take instructions from people, from complainants. We don't tell them what to do. We practice a survival-based approach. So when we talked to her, we told her that her options were to go to court and seek redress, or resort to ADR, alternative dispute resolution, where both parties agree on certain things to be done. Either the woman would pay for medical treatment and also pay damages for what she has done. Because looking at her fingers, it would be difficult. I don't know, she talked about plastic surgery. But upon speaking to the medical officer that she said she had contacted at Wuse General Hospital, we found out she was lying. She was told that her fingers were going to be amputated, but she told us that they were booking her for plastic surgery, which was a lie. So after we had found out, certain informations, she said she would prefer medical treatment. If you had seen Chamaka on that day, she was groaning in pains. She has been through a lot. And that day she was shivering, she was sick. Like, the pain was a lot. And the woman couldn't even give her drugs. I remember I had cataflam on me and I gave her just to subside the pain. And then we went to the hospital. After she told us that she wanted medical treatment to be commenced immediately, though she was very much afraid of surgery. Do you understand? She kept asking how she would live the rest of her lives without. So we counseled her and told her that she needs to do this to avoid the infection spreading.
From spreading.
And then we closed down the office. That ended around 2. We chartered a cab, rushed down to Wuse Medical Center, General Hospital. Upon getting there, I had actually thought that the medical officer had connived with this woman because most of the things she said were lies. So we were busy shouting, we wanted to get information, and at the end of the day, the man said that, he didn't even know that the woman that called him was the perpetrator, alleged perpetrator. He felt it was that woman that was referring from our Sokoro hospital. So after speaking to him, he helped us get an emergency consultation with a consultant the next day. The next day being Friday, I remember it was on a Friday, my colleague here went with her to the hospital. They carried out tests. We thought it was going to be for surgery immediately, but they said they needed to do certain investigations to ascertain the level of infection, to know where to cut and what tissues to leave out. So we were with her. They carried out the medical test. We told the woman that she must provide her food, everything that she would need for the time being. And then after the medical test, we kept up with them. My colleague here was going to the hospital with her on regular basis. I would go whenever I had the time. We were just two at the secretariat, so we can't just lock down for other victims, other survivors of GBV. So after while she was in the hospital, she would make some complaints about the lady to us, and then we would call Mrs. Lovina. My colleague here, when she had her surgery, or prior to the surgery, while she was admitted, my colleague was sending food to her every morning. Not sending, she would leave her house, go straight to the hospital, deliver food, and then come back. That is not in the scope of our duty in FIDA. But because we are humanitarians, we did that. And really, she needed the help. She needed the assistance. We would send monies when the day she had her operation, we closed down the office. We were there while she was in the theater. Myself and Miss Amara. We were there. We waited for her till she came out around, I think, past 5 to 6. We were with her son. We were there with him. You know, we just wanted to be there for him because he didn't have any other person. So we were there, you know. And then when she came out, we spoke to her. We counseled her. She was in a lot of pain, so we decided to leave. That was around to 7. And then we also made some transfers to help take care of her. Even after that, we've been in touch. She had this surgery on the 13th of June.
Okay.
Later on the 20th of June, which is this day that she complained about, she came to the office. I hadn't seen her since that last visit. But we've been communicating, like I've been talking to her. We were taking, you know, information on her progress. So when she came to the office, I was surprised. We exchanged pleasantries. I was like, oh, you're feeling better. How is the hand? Can you unwrap it? Can I see? You know, she said, no, we talked. And after talking, I asked her about her. I'm being very detailed here.
Yes.
We talked about her son. Her son didn't come with her that day. And that was the first time we were seeing her without her son. She said that, I think she said he was preparing for his junior WAEC and all of that. And then that was when we started talking. She told us, she made certain complaints. She told us that the lady that gave her the injection, you know, it's not, Mrs. Lovina owns the facility,
yes,
but another woman gave her, a nurse gave her that injection. So when she came, she told us that that the woman has been very nasty to her. When the woman talks to her, when she talks to the woman does not respond. If she greets the woman does not respond. She hisses at her. You know, she talked about all of that. So basically, we just wanted her to speak. She talked and talked and talked. And after talking, we're like, okay, fine. You are recovering. You are feeling better. For you to come here, you must, you know. So what's the plan? What do you want at this point? While at our first intervention, we had told Mrs. Lovina, not only are you going to fund the medical treatment, you are going to compensate her or pay damages, because what you have done, she might not be able to hawk her food like she used to do. It takes both hands to prepare food. So she might not be able to do that. So you need to give her something to start all over. They had agreed on that. So that day, I asked, what do you want? She said she wanted to open a restaurant and a bar. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. At least it's related to something you used to do. You would be able to manage it. So have you, you know, come up with a budget? What do you think? And she said it would cost, she had looked at everything, and it would cost 10 million naira. And I said, 10 million? She said, yes. I told her, wow. Okay, first and foremost, you need to put certain things into consideration. This woman does not, and we are looking at you starting something immediately. You can't keep begging this woman. We're looking at she being able to come up with the money in a month's time. This woman does not look like someone that has 10 million naira. Secondly, you're just coming out from surgery. She's been funding the treatment. At this point, her funds will be depleted. She will not be able to provide this money in a matter of months. I remember at that point, she was taken aback. But I told her, you need to be realistic about this.
Obviously.
So the best thing to do is you go, think about it, and get back to us. Right now, we are busy. We have events from the 21st to the 28th of June. So please come back after we are done. Sorry, come back first week of July. And she has my colleagues' contacts, like personal. She has our personal numbers, not the office line. So she could have reached out anytime she wanted. And even before she came, she was always calling to complain about Mrs. Lovina or something. Okay. And we would listen. So after we had that discussion, she left. I think on the 27th of June, a day before, I know we had Salah or something. I got a call from the Mrs. Lovina's counsel saying, oh, Fida, you people took the matter to Hembelembe. And I'm like, I don't understand Hembelembe. No, we're supposed to conclude. No, her first question was, Fida, we agreed that, have we concluded this intervention? I said, no, we haven't. That the last time Chamaka came here, we were busy, so we opted for first week of July so that both parties can sit down, because even Mrs. Lovina's legal counsel understands the magnitude of what had gone wrong, of what she had done, and had told her, if you don't take care of this woman or pay compensation, go and gather your family, find out what to do. I would back off. She was even the first day we had the intervention, she kept shushing her up. So when she called me and said, you people didn't conclude, and then you people have not concluded, I said, no, we haven't. We are supposed to meet on the 1st of July. And she said, okay, so it's still ongoing. I said, yes. She now said, why did you go to Hembelemba? And I'm like, Brekete Family. I'm sorry, Brekete Family. And I said, no, we didn't do that. And she said, no, your client has approached Brekete Family and the matter is there. I said, well, she has a choice to explore other organizations. Maybe she can't wait till, she actually complained about being hungry. And I told her, Brekete is actually very proactive. Maybe your client deserves this kind of treatment, seeing that she's not ready to work with her. And that was it till we got that video clip.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. May I appreciate our feedback. Thank you, ma'am. Please, I want your colleague to introduce herself. Yes.
Okay, good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Brekete Family.
Yes,
my name is Amarachi Chufu. I'm the Assistant Program Officer, FIDA Abuja branch.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, is there any other thing you want to add to what?
Yeah, she has said it all, but the thing is that when Chiamaka came, like she said, we know they're angry with her because we understand. And we have been dealing with cases like this. But what she said, she didn't say it the way the whole thing happened.
Okay.
When Chiamaka came, we took her matter personal. As in, we don't treat her matter, say like we treat legal, the way we normally treat legal cases. We took this one as our own, as our sister, to see what we can do. And the reason why we did not go into the area of legal issue or compensation is because when we called, we were told to take her treatment first, let her be fine before we now go into any other thing. And throughout her stay or the process in the hospital, we were there with her. We even went outside our normal work schedule or what we are supposed to do at FIDA.
Auntie Mariam, sorry, if you permit me, I will say let's keep it there, because it looks like we are now about repeating what she has said. And I want to personally appreciate you for finding time to come.
Exactly.
The truth of the matter is that we deal with people that are going through that are vulnerable, going through trauma. Most of the times, even when you put the best of your effort, the expectations are not streamlined, and the responses or feedback you get from them most of the times, particularly when they have not reached where they are going, when the final solution haven't been delivered, is usually like that. So, and I believe it's something you people should be aware of. We see a lot of that here. It shouldn't discourage you in what you're doing,
no.
and also in doing other people's matter. I wouldn't want us to go into further discussion on this, if you permit. It's not even something that requires response.
Exactly.
The important thing is that you have said what you did between you and your God. There are people here who come into this program even after all that ordinary president will do. If you see them reporting that somewhere else, you will be surprised. But when they are inside the program, you will see how some of them will be full of praises. And then when they go out and talk to other persons, they will say totally different things. But we don't blame them, because usually when people that are traumatized are vulnerable, they are going through stress, they have expectations. The expectations may be just or sometimes unjust. And that informs what they say or do or how they react. And one thing, if you follow this program well, we have had many times where even ordinary president will be saying whether it is really bad for him to give the best of his life to do what he's doing. So most of the times you won't get that understanding. So let FIDA take it that way and continue to do their best to support.
Thank you.
Thank you, consultant.
Thank you very much. Just to round off, we also want to say that we are also willing to assist if she needs it.
Okay.
When she spoke the last time, I heard on the video clip where she said that she's ashamed of bringing out her hand from her pockets. We have a lot of sister civil society organizations, and I believe that Chamaka needs some sort of counseling. We can link her up, if she still trusts us or if she's still willing to work with us, to one of those sister organizations, first and foremost, not just for counseling, to be able to help her regain her confidence.
Yes.
And secondly, we also have other livelihood support organizations that we can link her up with.
Okay.
That's just the best we can offer to her right now, apart from the conversation. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Abemeko appreciate them.
That counseling is very important, because most times, many people, what kills them is psychological trauma. And getting them out of it here is not our system. We think most of the things is just medicine. As you see her, she keep every time putting her hand in her, hiding her hand. She need to be talked out of it. There is nothing in the hand, even if the hand is cut off. You can fling it and do what you want to do with it.
Absolutely.
But if you keep carrying it that way, at the end of the day, you will see that it is what you are thinking in your head that is killing you, rather than what is happening to you. So.
Thank you. Yes.
Sorry, I just said disability is in the mind and not in your physical features.
Yes. Thank you. Make appreciate them. Yes, it gets somebody will send message for YouTube. This one now from Jude Wisdom. It talks say, you people are taking this case too far. Yes, the clinic made mistakes, but why treating the case as if the clinic is the downfall of Nigeria? Looters of Nigeria economy are not even treated like this. All right, my brother Jude, make you send your somebody make you go to hospital to go treatment.
If he be say you get this kind clinic somewhere,
if
he be say the kind thing where they run, check very well. You go see say that kind person, he get one very bad thing they do by the corner where law no support.
Imagine say we dey carry the case too far. How many lives?
We are talking about the life of human beings. We're not talking about a carpentry or welding workshop where you are complaining that you just bought iron or you bought wood. They scatter the wood. They no fit take and construct what you want. You know, like the chair, you fit throw away and buy another one. We're talking about a place that human beings walk in and go and get treatment, hoping to recover. And then from there, either they die or they suffer permanent disability. Let's assume that this lady died. Nobody will hear anything. The same clinic will continue. Let's assume we didn't go as much as we have gone now. Would we have discovered that that clinic is not licensed? By the way, the woman I had is in the here. It's possible maybe FCT lied against her. that is not licensed. Let's assume that we didn't go as far as we have gone now. People will still be walking into that place because it won't be sealed, taking the same treatment from the same quack. From the same quack. You can see how human beings reason. That person who made that comment must have something like this somewhere. Check him.
Yes. Then one Monye Igwe talks, it's unfortunate that the nurse suffered all this. From what I see in this case, that hand issue is infection we call Whitlow. How Whitlow go turn to
into na member of this association.
Now member of the association.
Auntie Miriam.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning,
ma.
You know, say the first day where we do this mediation, na me and you start this mediation. And one of the reasons why we decided to bring this woman on air is that she was not even feeling bad. She not even see this thing as per se na bad thing wey him do. Him dey claim right on top of wetin don happen. And when they talk of auxiliary nurse, some people fit think say na one professional name be that. Na trained nurse. So people wey dey learn how to give people medicine, no be say dem go school go read am o.
Oh, she never become certified nurse.
Oh, na people wey dey learn. You fit attach yourself anywhere, learn how to. There are more of hospital assistants now. How can
man no know if no be now where you talk?
No, that name auxiliary dey sound big like say na one profession. No, na trained nurse e be o. How that kind person go get license now? They are not permitted. The only thing wey dem dey do na to help women deliver babies in rural areas where hospitals no dey. So na we make we bring them so that the other people no go fall victim, go die for there. And the woman no even feel like say e do anything bad. Apart from the one wey in nurse wey be still quack give this lady, the woman still get another injection wey be say im take im hand still give am again when e dey go through pain. If to send an expert, if we know how to neutralize am or send them to a proper place where be so dem go take care of am. People wey dey even do that kind thing, like say person wey no be nurse, wey no be doctor fit establish a hospital, but na experts you go employ wey go work there. You no go be quack. Your nurses are quack, the doctors are quack, everybody in the hospital are quack. If there's emergency, who you go fall back to? I know many hospitals wey be say the owner wey be nurse, no be doctor, but na correct professionals then they put for there. So now this thing with the talk, make people dey careful. No be anywhere where they write social clinic you go just enter there go collect wetin you no know. Even person wey you go meet, the person no even know the actual thing wey you go do. Make we dey very careful. No be say anybody dey wicked or we wan wicked the woman, but you no even okay. We ask am how much can you pay to compensate this lady, say you no get any money.
Na wetin she talk that time when we dey mediate over the matter.
You say you don spend too much, you no get any money. I say for permanent disability, this one na very nice case for lawyers now. If no be say we dey use mediation, na in person dey for internet dey talk say we dey talk like say na downfall of Nigeria.
Even send message again, sorry Akramakala, before you talk, he still reply say the nurse already spent a lot trying to save the finger. That her effort should be appreciated. Than treating her as if she purposely hurt the finger. Maybe na staff of the hospital. Probably. Yes, Akramakala.
Auntie Miriam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I just want to make her appreciate Dr. Jumai Amadu and then the people as they swing into action. But they need to do more, because as they read out, they talk about wetin and do the department, wetin be their work, how did they work, how did they register hospital, how did they make sure say person they qualify before you even open hospital. Yes, but if this canteen day, all these departments day, and yet for FCT, where this thing happen no far from the FCT secretariat, no be Nasarawa, no be Buhari. If you hear the name Buhari, you go know say far. But na the one wey near them. If no be say this matter come out, they no say the hospital no do register. It means no be made they take action or they react. They need to do more. I won't beg them, I won't advise them. May they not just sit down for office, they wait for when this kind of thing happen, people carry cry come meet them. Maybe they go from one clinic to another. They come more from air condition because of people, especially now with doctors they on strike. Auntie Miriam, I did for hospital yesterday. Waiting carry me go there, I forget myself because of things where I see. This is not the right time. Not be say you get time where anybody suppose fall sick, but as human being, whether you like it or not, you must fall sick. But this is not the right time. So you can imagine the advantage where all these quack hospitals, nurses and doctors go to take now. Just like your cousin I talk, people do we say this kind of thing don't give them permanent disability. In fact, her own still better small.
Yes.
People do we say if you see them today, now head they carry them go hospital. But as they talk now, they in between life and death.
Some even
their family, the ones who die, at least the family know say he don't die. But we get the ones who say they no die, they know they alive, and the families are suffering.
That one is even more.
They no get where to go. At least she even get where to go. Maybe by the fact that she the FCT and she they hear us, she can find her way to here. She can find her way to feed her. What about people who don't know about feeder? What about people who don't know about Brekete Family, or even if they know but they can't find their way there? And somebody did for internet, of course. Now I ain't getting data and I ain't getting finger, but one day waiting happen to them. It go happen to your finger where you take the type that thing. But my plead now make they come out from AC. Maybe they go around. Maybe they no wait until it happen. This one now we feel control, and many day we no feel control. And I want to use this opportunity to beg the president, please, Your Excellency, make you and doctors make on a settle. Nigerians are suffering. If you take saying a joke on a talk, I just they talk. Visit any private hospital where they near you. Visit any private hospital where they near you. Just stay by corner, make you see activities where they happen.
You remember even Dr. Tabo talks, one of his staff being collapsed
as a result of
a lot of people pressure.
As big as the hospital they can't serve strength where they can get. Still somebody, one of the professionals still they collapse. So you can imagine the pressure. This now big hospital, we get other ones we be saying a clinic then be for rural areas, so where people no get option for, as it stands today, than to patronize them. So please, His Excellency, anybody where they near President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, make on help us talk to them. Say the ordinary Nigerians when no fit afford better hospital. They suffer, they die. You see person, you know if you carry your patient go house, you know if you carry your patient day hospital, you day in between.
This is really
now make I tell you, waiting carry me go hospital yesterday, they different, but waiting I see, they different. My man no fit talk am. And now so I believe saying so it be for all the hospitals. Because even as we still they complain say our government hospitals still remain, they still need to improve. Now there plenty ordinary Nigerians fee afford medical bill. Now there we fee go hospitals. Now there they fee go when they get headache. Where they go fee pay. But now everywhere they strike. So please, anybody where they around them, make them sit down, make them talk. This thing is not supposed to continue. Many of us grow, they hear doctor strike. Many of us grow, they hear all these strikes. And up to today, it still they continue simply because they think they affect them directly. But if you not affect you directly, if you affect your staff we know they're productive, it means you don't affect you one way or the other. So I beg, may they try. May they put an end to this strike, please.
All right. Make we appreciate Akramakala. Yes, my brothers and sisters, if I look time, I go see time, don't give us signal. Signal make we do it, and signal make we continue to deliver. No, they go. Madam, So we no go to do your matter again, since already we don't already do a lot on top this your matter. So we don't hand you over to Fida now. Fida go take over your matter. And since the staff from Dr. Mrs. Juma Amadu, then they on top this matter, when I go to communicate to see how they go take resolve this matter. All right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Make we appreciate
Thank
her.
you so much.
Yes.
God bless you.
I make we appreciate Fida for all their efforts.
I want
In
to
fact-
appreciate FIDA people. Please, you put it try for me. Forgive me for not saying it the way I supposed to say it because I was carried away. Please, you push forgive me. I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my the family. God bless you.
Thank you.